Hello YouTubers, it's Travis. Welcome back to the channel. We're happy to have you here. I have for you today a draft that I think you'll enjoy, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed playing the deck. There was a card in the set review that my co-hosts said was good, and I said I didn't like it. And I might have been wrong. It was a rare, and we got 2 copies of it. And it was pretty fun. So I hope that you like what we're up to. If you like what's happening on the stream, do consider clicking that subscriber button. That'll give you an alert when we have new videos, as well as get us closer to the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is kind of a big deal for YouTubers. And if you super like what I'm doing, check out my Patreon. There's a link below. There's some rewards for you there if you'd like to directly support the content. But with all that said, enjoy today's draft. It's a good one. Show me what you got. Got a bleed dry, a skull scab, a spider, and a statue. This is a tough one for me. I think the picks go between bleed dry and the statue. Yeah, I think without knowing what's open yet, I need to take the statue. It leaves us more paths forward. Because I can play it in any deck, and it might enable some splashes. So I think I need to be on the statue, but there's some good cards there. This pack is less exciting, and I think comes down to Curse of Hospitality and Wolf Strike. Curse of Hospitality for me is mostly a green-red card, but it can be very powerful in green-red. I have, in theory, thought that it would work well in blue or white-red as well. I've just never gotten that together. Now, I think that has the highest upside. I obviously want to have good removal too, but I also want to try to build the most powerful deck that I can. I'm going to get a couple of pieces of that here. There's several cards here that are very good in green-red, from the Wolfkin Outcast to the Reckless Impulse. Falconwrath Celebrants are even quite good in green-red, as is Weaver. Witness the Future is very good in blue-green. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Nobody, is if we had enough white flyers, we could do something with it. But I don't feel compelled to get into anything yet. I'm just like, what's the best card here? It might just be the Evolving Wilds. If we're really trying to find a lane. That's a tough one for me. I'm drafting this a little differently than I have in the past because I really want to find the open lane here. It's got a Reckless Impulse, which I can dig. Well, that's what I was thinking, Dunmer, is I could take the Weaver, but if the Evolving Wilds is there with the statue, I don't need to play green for fixing. I've just got fixing. But I don't even know what's the best card in this pack. I think you could flip a coin. It might be this if we could get into white-black, because I don't need to play the Curse. Okay, how do we feel about 2 curses and then just take every white flyer we see? Or blue flyer or black flyer, whatever. Because, like, I can, if I've got 2 copies of it, I can build around it. But they need to be flyers. Now, I'm not gaining life in black. Right? Black-red. But I could be taking things like the Stupid Spirit. I could also just take a Ridge Wolf and have a 2-drop. Like, that seems fine too. Because there's some possibility I just want to be green-red after all. Yeah, I think I'm on board with Ridge Wolves for my 2-drops. They play well together. There's a small chance that I dive if that spider wheels. I'll grab the Luigi board. Spider did not wheel. This does not terribly surprise me. Play that. Okay, we got all the Ridge Wolves we need. Well, red-green can usually take advantage of the trample. With 2 of them, I'd really like to just get as many flyers as I can and play my opponent's deck against them. Can you draft a Luigi board? Yeah, it feels like I shouldn't need Reckless Impulse, right? It's bizarre. But I'm more interested in the Pig Club. I can play that too, that's fine. Yeah, the villager should be good for that. But I mean, we might also just be interested in green. I don't think that makes the decision, but it's a big argument for it. A boatload of card draw that I shouldn't need. So this could be interesting if we end up not getting to play the green. I think black's out. We can rule that out. I mean, it's pick 2 of pack 3. It's difficult to tell so far. Yeah, I could see this doing some work for us, potentially. Because that could get us some more flyers. We've got a flyer here. I probably wouldn't play the Ouija board. Well, this is kind of settling it for me, though, because I really like the Taxidermist. So I think we're going to be looking at this. And I don't think you would splash the Wizard in a creature-heavy green-red deck. But I do think a creature-heavy green-red deck is exactly where you would want to play the Curse. A couple of combat tricks wouldn't hurt either. And we can certainly splash something if we want to. Yeah, I think we found our way to Streamtastical Tunes' Christmas album, which, you know what, I'm kind of okay with. Boop. Somebody must be chair drafting, eh? We'll take Visionaries. Mighty nice. I'm concerned that we won't have any interaction if I don't take the Lacerate Flesh. Doesn't appear to be the case so far. Hey, thank you very much, Cousin
Just
Stompy.
got a report from Twitch that said this was my most watched stream of 2021.
I'll spam some cats for Cousin Stompy. Thank you very much. It's not too late. Yeah, I'm still willing to consider blue. Oh, there's nothing blue here to tag. Alright, fine. I'll play a Sure Strike. I'd just rather pick it up a lot later. We should probably have a removal spell. And this is a pretty easy splash for us. I'm sure we can play a combat trick. That's fine. Play 6-drop too. I feel like we might be winning. She's pretty good, but not for us. I think pretty good. We had a good conversation about what people like and don't like about Crimson Vow, and I think overall came to the conclusion that it's okay for different people to like different things. Why are we saying no? She good, but she not for us. That's your girl? Presumably going to make two of them very happy. But we're just going to a braid. Alright, we're getting paid off a little bit here, because I like the Infestation Expert quite a bit. And we do kind of have a werewolf theme going with this, which I dig. I think if Historic Brawl was available as a multiplayer format on Arena, that I would play it. This pack has a lot of cards that I want. I'm interested in the Alluring Suitor, I'm interested in the Falconwrath Celebrants, and I'm interested in the Weaver of Blossoms. I'm also very interested in the Slinger. This card's a lot better than people give it credit for. Welcome home, Lore. I think I like the Suitor the best, but it's close. Why was it so clogged up, dude? We're not playing enough humans for that, right? 7? Great Snake, thank you for the gift sub. I mean, we kind of are, sort of. But I know I want these Celebrants. Thank you very much, Reed Snake. It's my favorite one, AJ. Yeah, we could potentially have enough humans, but I know I'm going to be happy with this. Y'all go nuts. Thank you for all the gift subs. Reed Snake with a gift sub, Michael with a gift sub, and Rachel with 5 gift subs. Thank you all very much. That's very kind of you. Thank you, friendos. The deck's almost done. I don't really need another creature, I think I'm just going to take another combat trick and call it a dag. This has to be better than something I'm playing, right? I think it's better than these guys. Not by a lot, but by enough. Ishtari, thank you for the bits. Y'all spam some cats for Ishtari. I don't mind a blood petal celebrant. Techno Shaman, thank you for the bits. We could also have the trifecta of combat tricks. I don't want to do something like this now. It's too much card draw for me to ignore. Thank you very much for the generosity today, folks. I don't play best of one. This format may be terrible in best of one. I have no idea. We don't need to be playing Weary Prisoner in this. The card's not that great. Bring that in if we feel like we're not the beatdown. So, fair point. Maybe this set's terrible in best of one. I have no idea. I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. Badu! Thank you for the bits, my friend. Nicholas, thank you for the bits. Holy carp. That's a lot of bits. Y'all kind of going crazy here. Thank you very much. It's okay for people to like best of one. It's okay for people to play best of one. It's just not for me. And that's okay. The rewards look better. If you go through and do the math, they're not actually better. So what I'm doing here, Andy, that's a really good question. Andy's saying, so pack one, pick one, I took the Forbidding Statue over the Bleed Dry. And Andy's saying, why wouldn't you have taken the Bleed Dry? And it's a very good question. And I was very close to taking the Bleed Dry. It's a really good card. And like, it's very reasonable to take it, right? My reasoning was I really want to try to stay as open as possible. And the Foreboding Statue, not only will I play that in nearly any deck that I take, it will also allow me to splash something that I get somewhere else.
Choo 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 choo.
Right? So potentially, rather than having a premium removal spell, which I would get to play in 2 out of 10 decks, potentially, instead I get a fixer that's going to open things up for me. And that was the thinking. It does, but remember the brave theory for drafting is a way to teach new players how to draft. Right? So like, there's probably stuff that I will teach Tracy that is not correct, but is a good way for a 4-year-old to understand something. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jess and Marty. You guys are ridiculous and I appreciate you. But like, she'll learn more as she grows up. That's what I was getting at there. The rewards for best of 3 are not horrible. They're better than the rewards for best of 1 if you play enough. If you play 2 or 3 times a week, then best of 1 is probably better rewards. Desi and Lola are the exceptions proving the rule. Like, if you're as good as they are, by all means, start playing best of 1 and streaming. They'd make more gems if they played best of 3. We're a little more red than green, aren't we? Yeah. Thank you, Marty.
If the train goes
Thank you very much for the bits, Marton. I feel like I have been sprayed by a water sprinkler. All right, let's take this one out to battle. AJ, play what you want, my friend. It's okay. I'm not here to change your mind. I really like the format and I like best of 3. I think it has a lot to offer. But if you're having fun doing what you're doing, it's cool. What are you talking about, John? Alexa, play Run to the Hills. Enjoy the Iron Maiden, y'all. Joke's on you, I have Iron Maiden at home. Run for your life. Never played Modern Horizons 2. But I can tell you my least favorite formats are the on-rails draft formats that they produce. One of my least favorite draft formats was, God, what was the first modern piecemeal set that they did? Modern Masters. Oh my God, I hated that set. Yeah, I probably need to kill this. I don't like master sets. I like what I like. It's a narrow, there's a very narrow set of things that I like, but I like them a lot. And it's very okay for everyone else to like different things. Had a 91% win rate in Vintage Masters. I still didn't like it. I really hope they don't have the 2-mana kill spell, because if they do, I'm kind of ruined. That's the one I was hoping they didn't have, because I don't know that I can win from there. Yeah, it's like I said, it's okay for you guys and gals to like different formats than me. I kind of agree with Jess. This is a little bit repetitive. Let's switch it to something else. This one's not so repetitive. That's awkward. Big club. My pig club is gonna die. I hope you got an answer to that ballista watcher, because I don't. The second one doesn't do anything, right? Or does it trigger twice? I need a judge. Judge, does this do anything? So I get 2 cards from him if I do this. You pick it early, it's pretty damn good in green-red. I don't know that I hated it. Didn't I say it was narrow? I kind of hated it. Just drew 6 cards from their deck. Pretty neat. Little stuff is what he doing. I think we can certainly get some value out of an end of festivities, as Andy mentioned earlier. I might like to end some festivities. I don't need this on the draw. I don't know. Well, I mean, if I'm designing Arena, which, spoiler alert, I was not involved in the design of Arena, I would not have included Best of One as an option for play. I think it left the marketing for Arena in a weird spot. Because we kind of have to be like, hey, we're better than Hearthstone, I think. Please believe us. I don't remember, John. I really don't. I didn't play much closed beta because there was no draft. Hearthstone's best of one, yeah. I shouldn't have played the land first. I'm bad enough to feel bad. Yeah, it really cost me too. That's exactly what they did with the Arena Open, if you recall. The Mythic Invitational was 3 best of 1 decks. Like, they were straight up copying the way Hearthstone did it. And I don't think that's what they should have done. I think Magic would have been better if they positioned themselves as the definitive card game. It takes longer, it's harder, it's more rewarding. Something, something, I don't know. That's why I was like, anyone who's surprised that Alchemy came along was just kind of kidding themselves. Yeah, Duo Standard. That was it. I can respect that you're into that, Andy. For me, my interest in card games is there an online version? If yes, I'll look at it. And then when I get there, I'm like, okay, what does their limited look like? But I can respect liking paper card games. I started playing Magic as a paper card game. It's a fun paper card game. All right, Stream Raiders battle. Go, go. That's a hand. We did, Rach. Terrible Star Wars. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it was really good dinner bread. Alrighty then. All right, so early game's a little more important than the late game. And in the festivities looked good. I would like that. The stream title is not ironic. This is my favorite draft format of the year. I really like it. I'm very happy to go very deep on why I like it between rounds if you want to stick around. Oh, I guess I don't have to. You are a person of culture. Forest is on top. It's right there. I can see it. That card is a forest. Observe. Those are uber elite hacks. Banana runts don't taste like bananas. Or more accurately, they taste like an extinct banana. Well, why would you eat runts when you could eat gummy worms? Did we re-engineer the Cavendish bananas? Because I want to eat one. Don't like sticky candy? Oh, fair enough. Okay. It's a pretty good answer. So my thought was maybe we flip this thing and do the thing with the stuff. But I can do that if they block. It probably means they have it. You got me. I'm still convinced they have a 2-mana kill spell. Absolutely convinced. Praise Banan. Exclamation point Banan. If you're a person of culture. So if those bananas go extinct, we just won't have bananas anymore. They're just gone. Is that what you're trying to tell me? They didn't have anything. Plantains are great. There's some cool stuff you can do with them. I don't think they're the same thing as bananas. I still feel like we got what we want here, unless we've got some sort of flyer hate. But we were already playing one Witch's Web. About all I got. There's some Puerto Rican food dish. Mofongo? Is that a thing? There's something they made with like mashed plantains that was delightful. Like it was really good. Do we have any Puerto Ricans in chat? Yeah, that, Mofongo. It was really good. Yeah, I guess you don't have to be Puerto Rican to appreciate it. I just was fortunate enough to have gotten to try it in Puerto Rico. San Juan. I got to eat mofongo at a cafe and have a pina colada, and I was like, that was quite a treat. I could see that being pretty dang good too, bud. Draft format? Absolutely. So there are other bananas, is what you're telling me. Red Daka. Daka, Daka, Daka. If you want to wait until we finish this round, I can talk to you about it. I never wanted to go on a zip line. That scared me. But I'm happy to describe why I like it, and then you can tell me if you agree or disagree. All that's fine. I came in like a wrecking ball. Jess on a zip line. Bye-bye. Marty, thank you for the gift sub. All right, so the short version of why I like Vow is it feels like it is rewarding for prioritizing removal and finding what's open and drafting that lane. It seems like it's much harder to pick an archetype and force it. Whereas in nearly all of the other sets, There was something that somebody somewhere said you should force every time, and it would work if you did it. Whereas in this set, you really need to pay attention, and the draft feels like an actual draft to me. There were some of the other formats where the draft felt like an activity. It was something that you did before you played the real game. Whereas here, the draft feels like part of the game. And that, to me, makes it the best draft format we've had. The gameplay, I think, is at least as good as the other formats. But, like, I understand I may be in the minority, but Vow and AFR were my favorite sets out of this year, bar none. I loved Adventures in Forgotten Realms, too, because while everybody was forcing black-red treasures, none of them played blue-green value, and I could win a bunch of games with that, too. I wish blue-green was a little bit better in this set, because I just play it all the time, too. Yeah, it sucks to lose to random bombs, but when you've got mana smoothing mechanics like blood tokens, they have to put bombs in the set. Otherwise, variance pendulum swings too far, and the best player wins the whole time. Anyway, quick Stream Raiders break, then we'll finish the draft. Badu, badu, badu. It's fun to say badu. Does that mean something? This winter tea from Trader Joe's is fantastic. It's just a black tea with a hint of cinnamon. Really good. My opponent's name is Floodmaster. I can appreciate that. I'm with you, buddy. It is caffeinated. I think they had a non-caffeinated one. Hey, what's up, Ishtari? I remember him saying it was his son's nickname, but I didn't know if it actually meant anything. Oh, I kind of remember him saying it was a combination of two things. The club! These Oko emotes are kind of my favorite thing in the game right now. A throne of lines! Lines, I tell you! I think you're probably right about that. That pig's got a knife. Actually, it's more of a sickle, isn't it? That pig is ready to rumble. That's some pig, is what I'm trying to say. They're blocking both of those. Which gives us a couple of good attackers for next turn. With the removal spell back up. Best of 3 is where it's at. Can confirm. I think that's a big part of what makes it fun. I'm definitely with you there, Dad. But I think best of 3 Magic is just better. I think it's a moister taste of your turkey, a more rich environment. They're splashing for lacerate flesh. Been there. Not particularly proud of it, but I've been there. This is the first time I don't want to bring it in the festivities because they got more booty. I want a deep fried turkey. I think we're actually okay. There's an argument for the villager over something. Just to get another menace creature. But I think we're all right. I'm happy with the two. I'm less happy with the combat tricks on the draw. I want the villager. Deep fried turkey, yo. But all turkey is good turkey. I don't think I've ever really had bad turkey. Just put gravy on it. Why is the oddity an even casting cost? Like, there's a lot of things I don't understand here. Yeah, fair enough. Malphite. Truly, truly terrible turkey do exist. Hadouken! I'm assuming this is Jacob Hadouken's journal. Had my food an hour late, and the bananas were good. Well, you know what? Crunchy Bananas Foster doesn't sound too bad to me, Henning. I hope you enjoyed it and had a happy birthday, my friend. It's the pig's journal. That's canon now. Had a good time with these curses. Uh-oh. Less of a good time now. I hope they got a removal spell for that thing. Although I can't draw it now, huh? I'd have to draw some of their hand disruption, I guess. That is not hand disruption. Why would you use my main colors for it? We don't have any black cards. Use those. Kind of have to hope that they got something. I mean, I can kill slugs with that and make a blood token. Which is something, I guess. This triggers at upkeep, right? Yeah, it's the beginning of their end step. That's just not going to do anything. I think they probably got me. Wait a minute, what? At the beginning of each end step? No. It can't be that good. They wouldn't print cards that good. No one would print a card that good. That's insane. I'm not beating that slug. We must kill them before they get to slugging. Yeah, it's my only option, because I'm not killing that thing. All right. Ooh. Badu knows what's up. Oh, I was going to ask you, I think you told me what Badu meant before, but I don't remember, and I'd like to remember. Does Badu mean something? I think I remember you saying it was a combination of two things. But it's so much fun to say. We did salt the first one. I think he said it was a nickname for his son. I thought. No, they got it back. Boom. Right? Yeah, they got it back with the bat. Mother in Russian, Mamu, and Buddy in English. My wife is from Louisiana but studied Russian in college. Okay, so that's how you end up with Badu. Like Mama's buddy. That's bizarre, Andy. That's like way too hot for you guys right now, right? Dude, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better, Andy. That sucks. All right, we flooded out and probably lose. Can you miss a land drop? I don't know if Floodmaster can miss a land drop. That's bad news, Bears. We're about to get slugged. This is a fun little deck, though. I'm in danger. Don't you you stop it. They took my removal spell and then they put slime all over me and now I'm dead. When we were talking about how you could have cards that were impactful late game but didn't need to be answered immediately, this is the opposite of what we were talking about. It doesn't feel that bad. Like, this is ending the game, but the game was already over. They drew exactly 7 mana in their deck that wants to hit 7. I drew 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana in my deck that tops out at 5. The slug isn't actually what's killing me. It's what's finishing the job. But don't get mad when you get got by variance. More land is helpful. That will not serve you. That's like getting mad at math. Yeah, there you go. There's cause and effect. Flooding was the cause. Dying to Toxirol was the effect. It's aight. That's a fun little deck. I enjoyed that one. Would play again. And of course, a big thank you to my patrons, Paul, Punk, Adrian, Hero, Joe, Jesse, Jacob, Scott, Basti, Rich, Michael, and Brandon. Thank you very much. Hope y'all enjoyed. We'll see you again soon.